Anytime someone goes over the front of one of these boats in any situation, the chances of not getting hit by 4 appendages in the water are pretty slim. It's a real fear. Anytime you hear or see someone go over the front, it's a real bad feeling.
You're very aware of everything that's around you, like the four foils that are in the water with you. So it just kind of froze a little bit, and then was quite relieved to realise I was out the back of the boat.
That time of when he goes over the front to when you see him pop back up on the surface and see the thumbs up always takes too long.
I think every year I forget how just insane it is. You never get used to it. You think, oh, it'll be light air, pleasant race, and then it just hanging on for dear life, reaching at 36 knots, and wow, it's incredible. These boats are amazing. There was a little more wind than forecast, and the boat was just screaming downwind, and I guess having Maserati nipping at our heels and pushing us, we were both pushing, and a lot of the wind rotation actually helped us get around the course pretty quickly.
It was a fascinating race. It was almost like you're doing the race backwards. But it worked out well for us, and we had an amazing race with Maserati. I mean, this is their first time here, first time doing the race up here, and they pushed us really hard all the way. We thought we got away several times, but they always caught us up.
But the run to all the way down to Redondo was a nail biter, because they were moving faster, and they ate a couple miles out of us, but it wasn't quite enough. We figured if we beat her to Redondo, we would win the race, and thankfully we did. So, but they gave us a great race. It was awesome.
And we have a completely strange boat, because we have 2 boats in one boat. In the left there is a flying boat, in the right there is a normal mod, so sometimes it's complicated, but I am very, very pleased with my crew, and I think we do a nice race. We was able to catch up each time some wind come, and to play with them really until the end. In the last buoy we was at 1 minute.
They went blasting past us on the leg from Green Island to Barbuda, right at the start of the race. They just went to windward of us, up in the air, hooting and hollering, waving at us. That's what they wanted to come for, was to compare their boat foiling to a standard. We enjoyed seeing them up and doing the wild thing.
Sailing near Fado is very, very good for us, because we can try many things, and I think we learn a lot.
Well, I would say the forecast was right on. I mean, the breeze went basically through 360. A little stronger velocity than anticipated. Otherwise, it was pretty much as expected. Good race.
There's unlimited power when you get in those conditions, and so the boat's quite easy to sail in terms of the helm side of thing. I mean, it loads up, but not so bad.
And normally it's 5 hours on the nose, uphill, and slop. And then you get to the top and turn the corner to Zitarod, and you have the Atlantic Ocean coming at you, and the swells are 8 or 9 feet high. None of that this time.
It was good. It was really good. I mean, it's massive kudos to the guys on board because we did a lot of sail changes. I'm sure everybody's exhausted. And, massive kudos to the Proteus team as well because they sailed a great race. And
We knew it was going to be a really, really close race with Proteus, and that's exactly what we got.
It was great race.
Yeah.
One of the best races I ever got.
I don't know really what happened to him on that beat, but we got ahead when it counted, and then from there we extended. So it was their boat reaches quite well versus our boat. And so anytime it was upwind or downwind, we felt a little bit stronger, but anytime we were reaching, they were really strong.
They have the team to beat, no question about it.
Okay.
No, because every time we got ahead, they kept fighting, we slowed down to change sails and stuff like that, they got up to us. Anyway, we got ahead again. We play that game just about every day. They never gave up.
Very good race, very tricky. I think we did 60 sail changes.
Even just from here, from Redonda to here, we saw every sail that we had available numerous times.
So if it's a sail change, it's 20 people involved. Just because you can't afford to give away, you can't afford to give away the inches.
It was a match race basically around the course. Very intense racing around a fantastic course. And well, it's hard to get much better, isn't it?
Oh, there we go. Happy days. There we go.
Hey, I can't stop you drinking your beer.
Absolutely. Listen, three-peat is always fantastic. As I said, I will be back if I'm above the ground next year. We're looking forward to a 10th anniversary. I'll be 72.
Sailing Arabia the Tour is now in its 7th year. This year, 72 sailors on 8 teams descended on the city of Muscat for the start of the 5-leg tour, which will see the fleet begin with a trip along the Omani coast from Muscat to Sohar and on to Kasab. The tour then sails on to Abu Dhabi, Doha and concludes against the stunning backdrop of Dubai. This year sees the return of big teams and familiar faces, including last year's winners EFG Bank Monaco, skippered by French sailor Thierry Douillard. One team back with the hope of taking the trophy is Team Averda, skippered by offshore sailor Andrew Hammy Baker.
I do sailing because I love sailing, but since I've been doing it more professionally, you get to see the world a bit, and there is an element of a holiday to it. You're here to race, but back home, I'm head to toe 5 layers of musto trying to keep warm, and coming here and you're trying to figure out how to stay cold. Makes it a lot easier. So yeah, it's great.
For Fahad Al Hasni, skipper of Team Renaissance, he heads up a 90% Omani crew, and he has been doing the tour since it began.
Beginning of the set, I start doing normal things like bits and then trim and then main sheet. Every year I do something, and now I'm doing the helming and skippering the Renaissance.
But it's not just Team Renaissance representing Oman. Team Al Mouj and EFG also have local sailors on board, as do all-female team DB Schenker. Mary Rook has done the tour 5 times now, and she sails alongside a whole host of talent.
So Annemiek is our skipper, and she's a really great sailor. She won a silver medal in the Beijing Olympics in the Yingling. And Libby Greenhowl, our navigator, has done the Volvo Ocean Race. So hopefully we should have a pretty good team and be able to get around Arabia quite fast.
But sailing around Arabia isn't just for the full-time professional sailors. Team Bien Voile have a crew that includes a sexagenarian, a physicist, architect, mathematician and a physiotherapist.
It's like they unite. Here you experience connection with all the different nations of people you're hitting the water, you are really active. It's a physical job. Whereas in the office, it's the opposite. You're sitting, you're like a couch potato, right? But you need your brain. And I think it's really exciting to sail against professional sailors because you can copy-paste a lot from them, right? And you can interact with them, you can ask questions. They tell you a lot, give you a lot of tips and advices for the race and even what we have to watch out for. So it's good.
The race is intense. Over 15 days, the crews will spend 11 days and 6 nights at sea, sailing a total of 763 nautical miles. The crews need stamina if they've got any hope of succeeding, and one team think they've got the secret to success.
It's very easy in a boat race because of the element of being on a boat. You can't just go down and prepare a proper, well-planned meal. It's easy just to hand around snacks all the time and end up just eating sandwiches and crisps. And after 3 weeks, that's really not going to be enough to keep you going. So we've actually prepared, we've brought food out from the UK with us, from Expedition Foods, which is wet meals.
The difference to dry, freeze-dried, we don't have to add water to these, it's all ready to go. You can eat them cold if you really want to, but it's really simple. Just crunch it up, stick it in the jet boil, add some water in it, wait till it's boiled, open it up, and you're ready to go. And if you want an extra kick, a bit of hot sauce. Always a winner.
The first leg is along the Gulf of Oman to Sohar. It could be that the teams with the most Omani talent have the advantage here.
We speak Arabic, this is Arabic area, so if we have problem with the fisherman, we can manage. And if there is a fishing net, we understand how it's go, where is it, where is the end. Some people, they're stuck in the fishing net, but for us, we will go through better.
Especially for this first leg, a big problem that has been in the past has been the fishing nets. The girls can talk to the fishermen and see if we can find out where they are. But also they're locals, so they've seen the wind come up and go down sort of every day. So hopefully they'll be able to add some tactical advice as well.
With the 2017 edition of the race officially opened, the teams prepared to depart on leg 1 of the journey.
Every regatta we are doing, we try to do our best, and it's the same here. We know we have a good team, we have a good boat, good crew, and we hope to have a good result too, like the other years.
With each boat loaded with supplies, they headed off into a big sea breeze.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump!
The leg began with a gnarly start in 18 to 20 knot winds. The strong winds lasted until the early hours of the morning.
What's the nav saying now? Nav says go straight, and then we're going to the wind it will go forward at some point, and we'll be changing to a jib. It's all about the changeover.
But when dawn broke, the teams were faced with an equally challenging set of conditions.
As you can see, there is not a lot of wind. We go currently going 1.3 knots. Oh no, 0.
We thought it'd be a bit of a breeze. There is absolutely nothing.
But for some, it was a chance to recharge in the last stretch to the finish. For EFG and Renaissance at the front of the pack, the 105-mile journey would come down to a matter of metres.
This morning we managed to roll EFG, and we've been matching race with them. It was really nice to sail against the high level of sailor, and we beat him in the finish line.
1 leg down, 4 to go. The tour has only just begun.
There are no words to describe this Vendée Globe. You'd need a whole book. It's extraordinary. It was tough. Under extremely tough conditions. Hard on the morale. And at the same time, it was the most beautiful experience ever. A world around in solitary, across the 3 capes. I found everything I was looking for in this Vendée Globe. Fears, thrills, adrenaline rushes, laughs, tears, joy, wreckage, repairs, all to make an offshore race so beautiful. This battle around the world.
Vendée Globe.
The Vendée Globe. I was told before the start, you were made for this, Alan. And in fact, even if I hit some lows with the morale sometimes. Yes, it's true, I love it all. The longer it lasts, the more I want to fight. So I'd love to do it again with a more performing boat, to play at closer range against Cali and Fabrice.
Well, I'm not sure yet. I have only been on land for about an hour. So I still have my foul weather gear on from the boat, and certainly the race is so hard. It's just an incredible sports event. It has to be the greatest sports event in the world. And I hope that more and more people around the world will understand about this race, this French race. And because the French part of it, the support from the French people is extraordinary. I think that it was harder. It's harder a little bit. Just I'm older. The boat's in a way easier because it has ballast tanks. So if the boat gets overpowered, you can put in ballast rather than just have to put in a reef all the time, which is what I had to do on the other boat. But I think what distinguished this race for me was it was like this. It was gray all the way across the south and then up the Atlantic. And it's just long. It's just a long way around the world. Merci, merci.
Félicitations. Super.
Well done for you too, DC course. Well done. Well done. Merci, merci.
As you can imagine, after finishing the Around the World race, I feel very, very happy. It has been really difficult to get here, not only with the race itself, but also with the whole project that began 2 years ago. I cannot be happier after all the work we have done. Very happy to be here again, seeing all the people who have helped me. So now we have to celebrate and enjoy the moment. To be honest, this is very emotional. I did not expect anything less from them. As firemen, we always do things big. So it has been awesome. I'm very happy and above all, very grateful to them, not only because of their welcome, but also for all they did before. It is thanks to them I was able to restart. Their help was very important in repairing the damage I had and allowing me to start again.
Dans quelques instants, arrivée du 15e de ce Vendée Globe, famille Marie Étamine Delis, skippée par Romain Athanasio.
The Vendée Globe is like no other race. Nothing to do with the Figaro, the Transat, with the AG2R, the Transat Jacques Vabre. They're all different. A race, you give it all, you fight. That's it. The Vendée Globe isn't like that at all. The Vendée Globe is first trying to survive, trying to make it back, without it being too much of a catastrophe, and trying to manage the best way all that happens. And you're always having to temporize because, after all, you're in places where there's no one. The Great South, it's cloudy, cold, and there's no one. So you can't help telling yourself, you better not screw up, not now.
Ça va, Rich?
Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, quelle course.
In any case, I didn't want to abandon. I abandoned my first race. I was young. It's horrible to abandon a race. It leaves you with such a bad taste afterwards. I didn't want to go through that. I told myself, you're here, you go all the way. Then I spoke to Fabrice Amédéo, who said, don't worry, the Vendée Globe, you win it or you finish it. Amel was sort of far ahead, so I told myself, you end it. You make it to the end. That's the objective. It was, anyway, the objective since the beginning.
Okay, so who's down? Yamaha down there and got a good start. Boats to the right look a bit soft to me. Boats towards the boat end look a little bit soft.
DeLonghi punched out nicely there. He got a ripper of a start. Sea-Tech good.
Yeah, nice bit of wind here in the middle was.
Yeah.
No trouble, I don't think.
Yamaha looks good down there, Andrew. He's down right on the pin.
Yep.
He is absolutely smoking.
But
John Whitting did well in Yandu.
Watch the appliances online come punching out of there though, shippers. He's just behind Knight Frank there, eating a bit of gas. Mainsail flapping, but he'll be happy.
No excuse. Had to tack and got caught out by Thurlow compensation lawyers. Just a shocker.
Well, the Thurlow boys spent their money, the compensation lawyers boys, at the windward end.
Smeg's tacked in the... He got buried. He didn't get a very good start. He's tacked away on port. He's taking a lot of sterns, as you can see, coming right behind the bulk of the fleet. But it's Yamaha that's hard on Bradley's head. If he'll lay through here, I think. Cooper's Dragon Famish, who was second yesterday to Yamaha, he's nicely placed as well. So there's a great shot of Yamaha from overhead, from the drone.
There he goes, into the hole.
Just hit the lee of the Queenscliff ferry. It's outbound to Manly. And he's just starting to get going again now. Yeah.
Good breeze up this sector of the course.
Terrific pressure now, back again.
Hard right, and the most wind we've seen. A bit of 14 knots here. And
Top mark about 250 metres right on our bow.
AOL back on the starboard tack, shippers, and probably bow not far off the mark. I think
Yamaha's well ahead. He's overcooked this mark, but he's just smoking in now, just sprung.